But yeah, I can't say that we couldn't have done better, and I'm not trying to shirk any responsibility for that. Anything that we do need to take accountability for and apologize for, we absolutely will. But I can say that none of the actions that we took during that time period were malicious. We were doing the best that we could, and we've always had the best interests of the people who support us at heart. Because we are not the kind of people who we're not malicious people. We don't like hurting.
Remember, I kept calling them malicious content strikes, and there was a question in the Reddit about the malicious content strikes on Grandads Lounge channel. How did they get here? I missed how they got here. I want to go back a bit more, to be honest. I kind of want to know the context of that a little bit more.
Reasons.
You ready to move forward?
I'm ready to move forward. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, of course. And remember, saying no to that is always okay. We can take a pause.
Thank you. I'm good. I'm good for now. Thanks.
Is that all she says on me, or is there a little bit more coming?
Cool. Okay. So let's talk about, so your system struck Grandads Lounges.
Oh. Here it comes.
So let's talk about, so your system struck Grandads Lounges videos. Shortly after Sergio Costa initially struck your videos. YouTube later ended up...
Pardon? What did she say? That was the wrong way round. Your system struck Grandads Lounge's videos shortly after Sergio Costa struck yours. Yes, that's how it went. Pardon? Pardon? No, it's not, Chloe. That's not how it went. You struck my content first. Luckily, we all still have the emails to prove that shit. You dumb fuck. What the fuck? Why are you just lying?
Struck Grandads Lounge's videos. Shortly after Sergio Costa initially struck your videos. YouTube later ended up ruling in Grandads Lounge's favor.
Shortly after he initially struck your videos. No. Chloe.
And keeping them up, suggesting that the strikes were unjustified and Grandads Lounge's videos were fair use. Why did you strike those videos?
That's literally what it means. That's literally what it means. If you strike somebody's channel for fair use, and then the person, as the content creator, YouTube just always automatically put the strike through. If you can match the content, and if you go through the whole procedure, and then it's down to us who have been struck to reject the strike, and YouTube look at it and they say, yep, that's okay, and then you put in a counterclaim to that to say, no, I want to carry on the strike and I'm going to pursue legal action, and then didn't pursue the legal action. Well, you were like, you put in a counterclaim saying, no, it's not fair use, and YouTube ignored that, saying, no, it is fair use. You have this time period to submit proof of legal action, and if you don't, we're standing by it being fair use. That is literally what happened, Chloe. And that happened before you got struck by Sergio. You did that before Sergio struck your channel. Please try to tell the truth, Chloe. This is, but Bobo, this is what I'm saying. Drama. I think she's going to weather this storm because she's in it for this. She's living for it now, I think.
And do you like...
Yeah, don't forget, like, she's not like, she may have had that one little disclaimer at the start of the video, and then there's this whole thing. I know none of you are going to go and like out and heckle her. I constantly tell people not to go out and heckle people. Like, I don't encourage that. I think if you're going to like try and start shit with somebody, you basically do in the form I do. You make good, proper videos about it or whatever. And I just don't like heckling people. You can discuss it in other places, but you don't go and heckle people. But like, mate, it's a 4-hour video. Like, her fans will get all fuming. They'll, this is dumb. But luckily, we keep those receipts.
Stand by that.
I stand by striking the videos. I do want to make clear that I didn't strike the channel. The only reason that I asked for those videos to be either removed or edited was because they were using at some points almost whole videos of ours. Like it wasn't like they were just using clips for a lot of them. Some of them were nearly whole videos.
That's not remotely true, as shown in your own claims, Chloe. Do we need to go through the receipts again, Chloe? What the fuck you doing, Chloe? Why is Braden smiling at this so much? Your mate is lying about abusing a legal system. Painted. We've gone through a whole load of that stuff already. We're not watching it in order, okay? We've already watched a whole load of stuff at the end. We're going to watch the whole thing in order tomorrow, probably, if I can be fucked, but we'll see. Probably will be fucked.
And usually, like, that's not good practice in general. But we've been fine with like other accounts like Cringey and wow, it's just gone out of my head. In general, but
Sorry, zoned out again.
that I asked.
Why did you strike those videos, and do you like stand by that?
I stand by striking the videos. I do want to make clear that I didn't strike the channel. The only reason that
you don't strike channels. You don't do channel strikes. There's never channels that get struck. You strike videos, and after 3 strikes, your channel can be deleted.
That I asked for those videos to be either removed or edited was because they were using...
No, you didn't ask them for them to be edited. You asked them to be... You struck them. If you'd done a claim, that would have given me the chance to edit them in YouTube's own editing system. But you put strikes upon them, Chloe, and you did 3 within the space of 3 days in order to destroy my channel. Stop fucking lying, and that was before Sergio did his strike. Fuck! Oh my god, I've done so well in not getting angry lately. Just been building up a bit. Fuck's sake. Can she just stop lying?
At some points almost whole videos of ours. Like it wasn't like they were just using clips for a lot of them. Some of them were nearly whole videos. And
you told your 1 million+ fans to shit in the troll's mouth in regards to me.
Usually, like that's not good practice in general.
Yeah, nor is telling people to shit. Fuck you, Chloe.
But we've been fine with like other accounts like Cringey.
Of course, you've been fine with Cringey. The other alt-right, but you know, I mentioned a while ago that like 1, Cringey and Chloe are the same person, and 2, like if they're not actually the same person, they're totally in each other's DMs. But like, I more and more believe that maybe Cringey is actually just a Chloe alter.
And wow, it's just gone out of my head.
No way. Oh,
Vangelina. You said Vanessa. Sorry, Vangelina.
You love Vangelina. No way you forget her name. You fucking copy her looks and stuff. Shut the fuck up, Chloe.
Using our content to either give their fair opinion and reflect on what they think has happened and use parts of our content to illustrate that. Or, for example, in Cringey and Grandads Lounge cases, to absolutely just try and rip the shit out of us in the nicest possible way.
Wow. Okay, that confirms it. Oh, mate. I might just have to send Cringey a DM to be like, no, we had our issues, but mate, if you see this, because this moment is fucking hilarious, we fucking triggered her. But not in the real sense of triggered, as in the sense of fuming, pissed, seething. Well, I mean, at least she hates me as much as I dislike her.
But we've never had in Grandads Lounge cases to absolutely just...
I've never seen the eyebrows quite so high.
Try and rip the shit out of us in the nicest possible way.
I think she fucking loves it. She fucking loves it though. She doesn't hate me. Just as I've said, I don't really hate her. She actually doesn't hate me. She doesn't fucking hate it. She fucking loves it. She loves the drive. She loves the attention. Mate, Chloe, admit it. You love me. You fancy me. Now we know the truth. Now that's right. Fucking Chloe Stan's Grandads Lounge confirmed. I've said for so long she watches all the content, and that's confirmed. I mean, we already knew from her striking my channel and whatnot, but that's like double confirmed.
But we've never had any issue with that. Like, people are entitled to do that, which is why we've never struck anybody's videos for it. So that wasn't the issue. What the issue for us was not just the fact that he was using
What's the issue?
excessive amounts of our content, but the reason he was using that content was to spread absolutely insane conspiracy theories about survivors of certain types of abuse. And I know that some of these types of abuse are controversial, apparently. I don't think that it's anybody's right to say you can or can't have been abused in this.
You think satanic ritual abuse is controversial, apparently, but you don't think it's right to say that maybe lizard men and that stuff isn't. Wow, spicy take. QAnon believer confirmed.
This way. I think if somebody says this happened to me, unless you are proved wrong, like with zero doubt.
Yeah, and every single SRA case has been irrefutably proved wrong with zero doubt. Shut the fuck up, Chloe.
You do not mock or shame anyone for the abuse that they experience.
No, I will mock and shame the Jeanette Archers and the other satanic panic spreaders of this world so fucking much. And if you were trying to spread satanic ritual abuse as a legitimate thing, then I will continue to mock the ever-loving shit out of you, you literal QAnon alt-right fucking nutter. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You do not try and invalidate or discredit the survivors of abuse that are already
No, the problem is that those who spread the belief in SRA discredit survivors of abuse and make real cases of child sex trafficking, real cases of child sexual abuse much, much harder to track and deal with because the fucking loonies out there wasting police time and money.
Silenced far more than would ever be okay. Being silenced at all is not okay. But the fact that he was using our
Silence me!
already silenced far more credit the survivors of abuse that are already silenced far more than would ever be okay. Being silenced at all is not okay. But the fact that he was using our content to do that as a weapon or a tool, essentially, against these people was absolutely not okay with us. We make our content and have always made our content.
So do you believe Wilfred Wog and Jeanette Archer? Look at her with that elitist look. She's fucking... I am a healer. I am a saviour.
To help people. To validate people.
Norm, if you can fucking get me all the juicy bits to react to, you will be my lover. You want to get with my... You want to be my lover. Go get with my friends. Why did that come to my head? I don't know. Listen to Spice Girls earlier, apparently.
And to spread awareness in the best way we can. We will not allow our content.
That's you manipulating this. You are, yeah, as Rain Shadow, thank you. She's admitting to using the YouTube strike system against its own terms. She did a copyright claim, which is vastly different to suing somebody for slander, libel, or defamation. None of which she would do because she knew that was all bullshit. This is Chloe, you're admitting. I need to put on the fucking Tim Pool clip again. I actually need to put on the fucking Tim Pool clip after this, and then that'll probably be it for the stream. And then I'll probably catch you guys quite early tomorrow. It's going to be an early one tomorrow.
Content to be used without permission to hurt.
Nah, it's not happening. Fresh and Fit, it won't.
Survivors.
Fresh and Fit are way bigger than her. It's not happening with them. It won't happen with her.
Of our community. You can hurt us with it all you want. That's fine. Do that. We won't have
But
any.
if I think you're hurting my community of everyone in the world that has trauma, then I will abuse the system, and that's okay actually. And I'm not abusing the system because I say it's okay actually, and so I don't regret it. And I'm also framing it like he did it after. Chloe, you're a pathological liar. That is the only disorder or illness at this point I really think I'm willing to believe you when you say you have. You are a pathological liar.
Any issue with it. We never have. But don't you dare try and use stuff that we spent hours, days, weeks, months making to cause damage to people who have already experienced far more than they ever should have. So
But that's what you're describing there is an imagined crime, and even you can see for once, even Braided has been listening to this. Her smile's faded a bit, and she's been a bit like, okay. She's not spoken like.
So yes, we stand by it, and also the way
Like that is a bit of she's struggling a bit right now. I can tell that. I feel like Braided understands it better. Yeah, I think I might just go read those emails after that as well.
YouTube strikes and stuff work. Just because his content wasn't removed doesn't mean that YouTube deemed it fair use. So what happens is anybody can strike a video. Strikes and stuff work. Just because his content wasn't removed doesn't mean that YouTube deemed it fair use. So what happens is anybody.
That's exactly how the strike system works, Chloe. If I had appealed your strike and YouTube deemed that it was not fair use, they would have rejected my appeal. It happens all the time. But YouTube agreed that it was fair use, and so the ball was put into your court to pursue legal action. God damn it, you pathological fucking liar. I've explained this so many times now, and it's confirmed by your reactions multiple times that you watch a lot of my content and content in which I've explained this stuff, Chloe. So I know you understand it. I know you do. And you've read the same emails from YouTube that I've read, and you filled out the strike system in order to do the shit. I know you understand it, Chloe. So please stop lying to your audience. I almost feel like she can't help it. I feel like this is pathological, that her true illness is pathological lying. You know, it's so natural and unstoppable. How does somebody lie for a 4.5 hour video, continuously manipulate things and lie about things for a 4.5 hour video? Could any of you could any of you do that for 4.5 hours? It would be exhausting. The mental work involved in that performance would be so draining. This is the thing. I've said this and I'll say it again. You get really genuine creators on Twitch, and a lot of them will end up streaming for fucking hours on end. People can have issues with them, but I think you will see a genuine side to a lot of creators when, like myself, we end up streaming every day for 8 fucking hours or more a day. You can't help it, you know. But we know what she is spewing here is a lie, so we are seeing a genuine side to Chloe for this 4 hours, right? Which is the ability to pathologically, naturally lie and manipulate without really missing a step. Finally in the element. I honestly can't imagine doing that's exhausting. I watch JCS criminal psychology videos about this sort of stuff, and people lying for that amount of time this is mad.
You can strike a video and say, I own some content in this, and I believe it's being used without my permission and unfairly. If the creator, so in this case Grandads Lounge, decides that he wants to argue or contest with that, they can send a counter notification. That counter notification is then forwarded to the claimant. So in this case, it was forwarded to us.
Nope, that counter notification goes to YouTube. They have a look at it. their internal board decides whether or not it's fair use at that point, and if they determine that it is fair use, that is when they send. If they determine it's not fair use, the strike remains. If they determine in their view it is fair use, they pass it on to you to pursue either legal action or perform a counterclaim.
Dissociadid, and unless the claimant, us, can prove that
you counterclaimed at that point, I replied with the exact same thing that I'd said in the previous thing with my counterclaim, and then you didn't pursue legal stuff because YouTube was still on my side. Stop it, Chloe.
They're taking legal action and have filed in a court that they're taking this further legally, then YouTube won't do anything and it will be put back up. So that's why then that they can send it unfairly. If the creator, so in this case Grandads Lounge, decides that he wants to argue or contest with that, they can send a counter notification. That counter notification is then forwarded to the claimant. So in this case, it was forwarded to us at Dissociadid, and unless the claimant, us, can prove that they're taking legal action and have filed in a court that they're taking this further legally, then YouTube won't do anything and it will be put back up. So
because YouTube have determined it's fair use, Chloe. Because a lot of the time it doesn't get that far because they determine it's not fair use based on your strike. They have a look at it, they determine it's not fair use, and the channel gets a strike. Why can you not help lying?
That's why the only reason that it was put back up was because we didn't take legal action, not because YouTube deemed that it was fair use.
No, it was put back up because YouTube deemed it was fair use and because you then did not take legal action. Chloe, you're a liar.
YouTube washes their hands of it once you submit a counter notification and stuff like that, essentially. And you're right, at that time was when Sergio Costa decided to try and strike all our videos. And if you've seen our...
Off the back of those strikes, about a week and a bit later, Sergio then did his strikes on your channel, Chloe. Stop lying.
Video about what happened to Dissociadid, which is pinned on our channel. We've got all the screenshots and stuff like that. It goes over YouTube's policies and stuff like that, which also would have affected Grandads Lounge. And we were very much like, we've got to prioritize what's going on here. This guy's trying to ruin our life, whereas this guy's just making an asshole of himself. I'm going to focus on this one over here.
See, I'm not the one that was trying to ruin her life. Thank you. Because I wasn't, Chloe. I was never trying to ruin your life, honestly. I just trying to, as with many content creators, hold them accountable for mistakes they've made, something you refuse to do. But I was not trying to ruin your life, you fuckwit. You were trying to ruin mine when you put 3 content strikes on my fucking channel, motherfucker. But anyway, I'm just an asshole.
Who's not being very nice, and we have to focus on him. So yeah, I stand by what I did. Ruin our life, whereas this guy's just making an asshole of himself.
I need this guy's just making an asshole of himself as a soundbite. Number 1 arsehole. Facts.
I'm going to focus on this one over here.
She fucking loves the content. She can't help but love me. You know it.
Who's not being very nice, and we have to focus on him. So yeah, I stand by what I did. I don't think that using our content like that is fair. I don't think that the things that he say are
She
fair.
does, right? When she says Nan, when she talks about Nan, she spits his name. And when she talks about me, she's all like smiley and joyful. I've noticed that too. You're right, Rain Shadow. She's straight up like, I saved her from Nan. Think about that. Oh my God. Shall I invite, because like, I have my issues with Chloe, but I do agree Sergio's gone too far. Shall I send her a fucking message at last? That could be so funny. Being like, Chloe, I want to debate you on your opinions on SRA.
Yeah, don't watch most of them, to be honest.
And explain to you what fair use is.
I've seen bits of them, and what I have seen is repulsive. So yeah, that's all. Don't want our content being used for that. Use it to attack us, sure, fine, but
You've watched everything, Chloe. Love it.
don't attack other people with stuff that we've made.
Yeah. And so
No. No, you need to get it for me because I'm going to forget and I'm lazy. Here we are. I'm going to be silent.
And we were very much like, we've got to prioritize what's going on here. This guy's trying to ruin our life, whereas this guy's just making an asshole of himself. I'm going to focus on this one over here.
This guy. That's this guy. Asshole. Not ruin life. Asshole of himself. Damn straight. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. She loves it. She loves it.
Who's mean that anybody should go and attack him. Please, like, probably wouldn't reflect well on anything. None of this is meant to be disparaging in any way. That's just like, they did that, we didn't like it. It doesn't mean that they're a terrible, awful person. It doesn't mean that anybody should go and attack them. Please don't do that.
Can she please literally stop echoing me word for word, straight up? We noticed this before in our other video, echoing my words. Trip, come on. You are my eidetic memory. Doesn't that not just sound like me just then?
Disparaging in any way that's just like, they did that, we didn't like it. It doesn't mean that they're a terrible, awful person. It doesn't mean that anybody should go and attack them. Please don't do that for any of these people. And I'm being genuine and firm about that. If you do that, we will not support you. Full stop.
Oh my! Chloe, how much have you watched my content? You can admit I'm a fan. You're a fan. I'm messaging you, mate. Oh my god, everyone knows how much I have repeated those lines you just said there. Like word for word. I'm dying. That's so funny. Oh, mate. Chloe stands me. I'm not standing her. She stands me. That's legit hilarious.
And so
we all kept saying, how many times did people joke the first dislike? That number one insta dislike back in the day. How many people did joke? What if you were right?
Comment on why your system did not address.
Oh my god, that's too funny. That's too funny. That's too fucking funny. I've known it for so long that she watches the content, but that's like, and it just keeps getting extra confirmed. Oh my god, that's too funny. Oh Norman, thank you for telling me when to start watching that from. That was too entertaining. The way she spoke about me in comparison to Bobo or Nan is top tier shocking. I will just put that out there anyway. I am very surprised. I'm very surprised my name came up, full stop. And the lack of hatred, actually. At first I thought it was hatred, but I mean, it's that thing I've spoken about, 1 and 360 on a circle are very close. 1 and 12 on a clock, very close. Terrifying. That's scary. Help. Somebody help. Raid Shadow, no. Please, somebody help. I need an adult. If Chloe is actually a stan, I'm gonna that's too funny.